How I made jollof rice for 250 people. So on this fateful day, most of my staff were not around. I just had one assistant and I was like, let's do this. So I set my pot size 30 and 40. The first pot was 25 derika, the second pot was 30 derika, and this was just perfectly enough to serve 250 people. So in the pot, I had already added my vegetable oil with my bay leaf, with my blended onions and the other spices. I added it into my oil first before going in with my tomato puree. For the tomato puree, I made use of Sonia tomato mix. This tomato is very good for jollof rice. So after adding my tomato puree, I went in with my powdered seasoning. For my powdered seasoning, I usually make use of chicken flavor powder. After adding my powdered seasoning and my salt, I had to leave this to fry for a while. I went ahead to add some dried onions. That's the onions I removed from the beef that I fried a day before to plate my jollof rice. So I want to give you one secret for having a perfect jollof rice. You need to make sure you fry your tomato puree until it is dry to this consistency. It is very important to make sure your tomato puree is well fried and dry. That is one of the secrets of getting a perfect party jollof. So you want it to fry, and all the oil, when you know that your pepper has fried and is ready to add water, the pepper is going to be dried and you'll be seeing the oil on it, just like you're seeing in this second pot. Then you know that your pepper is ready. So at this point, the pepper has dried, it has fried very well, and I could see the oil on it, and I have also tasted and I was sure that we were good to go. So I added in my water and waiting to put it to boil before adding in my rice. So at this point, the water is boiled already and I'm going in with my rice. I've already washed my rice. So this pot is for the 25 derika. So you want to use a bigger pot. So this pot is size 30. So I used it for 25 derika of rice, so that the rice would have space to cook and you'll be able to turn it very well, and it won't have what Yoruba people call asawo. Asawo is when one part is strong and one part is soft. This usually happens to jollof rice when it is not evenly turned, or the fire is not going around, or the pot is small. So this is a size 40 pot and I'm cooking 30 derika of rice for the size pot 40 pot, so that the rice can have space to cook, to swell, and come out very well. And I think I did a good job, guys. So this is it. I single-handedly cooked this with the support of my kitchen assistants, getting me all the things that I needed. So our rice is in the water already and getting set. So now we are back here to check. So did I mention that I cooked this rice around 4 a.m. so that I could meet up for my 12 o'clock delivery, and it was so perfect. We were able to meet up. So this is me checking the rice. This is coming up really well. You can see my bay leaf and everything is just coming together. When it comes to this jollof, I sabi am. So that was me adding stock water. I tasted it and I saw that it needed something extra, so instead of adding salt again, I added some stock water. So at this time it was already daybreak, so we already open. So on the side you notice that I was saucing my chicken, my beef and my fish. I'm going to do a separate video to show you guys how I sourced my protein. It's quite easy to do. So now at this point, I need to steam. So one other secret of getting a perfect jollof rice is not to overcook with water. So I'm going to be giving you some measurements to for water. If you want to cook a derica of rice, I'll be giving you a measurement and you can now multiply it. This measurement is what I charge people to give them. If you can follow this measurement based on the texture of the rice, then the jollof rice game is going to change. So I followed measurement for this 2 pots of rice. I just added the butter for extra flavor and so that the face of the rice will fine. So now I have covered the rice to steam. That one is like 80% done, and I'm going to do the same for this too. So as you can see, at this point the rice is almost done but not done. I am not going to be adding any water so that it won't be soggy. I'm simply going to cover it and allow to steam for another maybe 15 minutes. Now this has steamed. You can see the face and the texture. Now this came out so well, guys, very well. I'm going to give you measurements for this so that no matter the amount of rice you want to cook, if you follow these measurements, then it's going to come out fine. So this pot is ready, and at this point my people that were going to help me serve, they were ready and they were already serving it. So this is the other part of it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you were able to learn 1 or 2 things. Thanks for watching.